On a frigid Foxborough Sunday, the Indianapolis Colts trailed the New England Patriots by 15 points in the AFC Championship game.
And Edge gets the handoff, starts to the left side, runs into traffic, but gets to the goal line, touchdown! Edger and James punched it in.
Second half touchdowns by Edger and James and Marcus Pollard melted the lead to 7. With under 2 minutes remaining, Indianapolis drove for the tying score.
This is a ball game here, 4th and 10. Manning out of the shotgun, steps up, throws one, he's been held. Oh, no call! Oh my gosh, no call! He was held. Oh, goodness gracious! Well, now New England just has to run the clock out.
Though they fell short of their ultimate goal, the resilience the Colts exhibited in defeat was symbolic of the character they showed all season. Tony Dungy's steadfast leadership instilled in his team the values of class and constancy. Guided by these ideals, the Colts displayed pride. They displayed resolve, but more than anything, they displayed the heart of a champion. And it was a heart that grew stronger as the season progressed.
Terrific effort by Dallas Clark.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that kid has a motor in him that never quits. Edger again bounces it outside, still driving. Edger and James pounds it in. Here's it out intended for Marvin Harrison. Touchdown! What a catch! Troy Walters did it on his own. Throws to Pollard, 35-30. He's off to the races. Colts win in overtime, 38-35. An incredible comeback. They are 5-0. Let's pick it up a notch. The intensity of the players has been very, very good. Throws one over the middle. It is picked off. Nice interception. Nick Harper. Jake drops to throw. Pressure from Green. He hits it. Knocks the ball away. Cardiac Colts are doing it again. Vandergat's kick is on the way. It's good. He's got the record, and the Colts win the AFC South. The Colts have come to the playoff with a new enthusiasm.
The Colts have just totally annihilated the Broncos today. They have served notice to the rest of the league that this team is ready for a playoff run.
The Colts are headed to Kansas City. The winner goes to the AFC Championship game. Manning gives Edger off the left side, cuts it up the middle, and gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Edger and James.
I don't think I've seen an offensive display such as this.
Manning rolls and lofting for Reggie Wayne. Touchdown, Reggie. And who's the MVP? You better believe it.
Atop the Indianapolis Colts organization, the team's heart beat strongest. Owner and CEO Jim Irsay's sincere commitment to winning has built the Colts into one of the league's most consistently competitive franchises. With the help of highly respected team president Bill Polian, Irsay's Colts have reached the playoffs in 4 of the last 5 seasons. After holding the Browns out of the end zone in a Week 1 victory, the Colt defense dominated the Titans in the home opener. Producing 5 sacks and 2 takeaways, Indianapolis recorded its first victory over Tennessee since joining the AFC South.
Hit as he's thrown, intercepted, picked up by Harper. He's at the 40, he's at the 50, they go all the way, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Cuts back in at the 50, trying to get a block at the 10. He's running out the clock. He's walking at the 5. Clock down to 25. Touchdown, Nick Harper.
Hey, Ron, good, man.
Pleasure to see you, buddy.
I see you. Doing a nice job with that defense.
I was trying. You know, I got to be like you, Jack. You know, I'm trying to
I
keep
hear
it
you.
going.
I hear you. Humble's always good, but you do a nice job. You really are.
Over its first 3 games, Ron Meek's defense surrendered a meager 26 points. This was the franchise's lowest total since the start of the 1971 season. The Jacksonville game also saw the emergence of wide receiver Reggie Wayne, who caught a career-high 10 passes for 141 yards.
Peyton stands in, he throws it deep to Reggie Wayne. Touchdown, Reggie Wayne. His second of the game.
Boy, Reggie Wayne, I think we could give him the player of the game right now.
The following week, Peyton Manning played like children do in their wildest dreams. Returning to his hometown of New Orleans, Manning passed for 314 yards and a club record 6 touchdowns.
Back to throw. looks, throws for Marvin. One-hit touchdown. What a catch. Manning looks for an open man, throws downfield, caught by Harrison to 40, 45, 50, 45. He's off to the races. Touchdown, 79 yards.
In a season which saw him voted league co-MVP, it was Manning's best performance. His efficiency even drew admiration from his opponents.
That dude hasn't incompleted one pass. Maybe one.
Actually, Manning threw 5 incompletions, one fewer than his impressive touchdown total. Manning earned his 3rd career perfect passer rating. In the process, he was named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. In Week 5, Tony Dungy brought his undefeated Colts to Tampa Bay, the city where his head coaching career began. Through the game's first 55 minutes, the breaks all went Tampa's way, as even seemingly positive Colt plays worked out in the Bucs' favor.
Intercepted by Mike Doss. He runs to the far side, gets away, lost the football. Picked up by the Bucs, and they're going to score. They're going to score. Running it in. McCardell. It's that kind of day, folks.
Yep, it really is.
In the 84-year history of the NFL, no team had ever overcome a 21-point deficit in the final 4 minutes of a game. Erasing that margin against the league's stingiest defense would require dogged determination and a sequence of incredible plays. The remarkably resolute Colts mustered both.
Brad Pyatt breaks to the outside. He may go 35-30, 25-20. Horse Covenant knocked down at the 16. And the Colts have a chance to score very quickly. And the give is to Mungro, and he scores. Here they go, and he'll just try to pooch it high into the air. The Colts have it. Patrice Bashir. And the Colts still with a fighting chance here. It's 4th and 7. You got to go for it with 2:36 to go. Manning looks, throws to Marvin. Touchdown again. And with 2:29 to go, it's Indianapolis trailing Tampa Bay 35-28.
Well, it's getting a tad interesting.
Manning under center. Takes the snap, gives it to Ricky. Touchdown! We're tied 35-35 with 35 seconds to go.
In overtime, Manning converted 3 crucial 3rd downs, putting Mike Vanderjagt in range for a game-winning field goal attempt.
They're going to come after this one. A 29-yarder snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. It is good. Colts win. Colts win in overtime. 38-35 over the defending Super Bowl champions. An incredible comeback.
At 6-1, Indianapolis looked to keep its bubble from bursting in Miami. Fortunately, the burst the Colts got was from Pro Bowl defensive end Dwight Freeney. In 2003, Freeney became the first Colt to record back-to-back seasons with double-digit sacks. But he wasn't the only Colt to steamroll the Dolphins.
They come on the blitz. They give it to Andrew, trying to get outside. He turns it in. Touchdown!
A 16-point scoring stampede put Indianapolis up 6 late in the 4th quarter, needing one more defensive stop. The Colts turned to Freeney.
Bryant takes the snap, throws the right big sack. He's hit. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. The Colts have it.
Freeney's 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles earned him AFC Defensive Player of the Week honors. And at mid-season, the Colts were a division-best 7-1.
That's a great way to finish up the first half of the year. We put ourselves in great position. Now we got to finish out the second half. I'll see you on Wednesday. Break it down. Here we go. Colts on 3. 1, 2, 3. Colts.
Deuce right hop. 546 gap screen, alert opposite. Give me time, we'll hit the touchdown here, okay?
If an NFL quarterback is only as good as the men blocking for him, then in 2003, the Colts' offensive line was the league's best. Steve Shulo, Adam Meadows, Rick DeMulling, Jeff Saturday, Ryan Dean, Tupe Peko, Makoa Freitas, and number 78, Tariq Glenn, yielded just 19 sacks as the Colts scored a franchise record 447 points. Behind their protection, league co-MVP Peyton Manning became the only NFL player to throw for over 4,000 yards in 5 consecutive seasons.
Manning sets up, good protection, stands in, throws it downfield, intended for Marvin Harrison, touchdown!
Woo! Woo! Hey, good stuff. Demo, that's what we're talking about.
Against New York, the offensive line enabled Edgerrin James to reach both the end zone and a milestone. James scored 3 touchdowns while breaking the club record for career rushing yards. But with the score tied at 31, the game's critical carry went to an unlikely rusher.
Hunter Smith to hold. Jets going to rush up the middle. They're going to run it. Hunter Smith gets the outside. He's at 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Late field goal. And Hunter Smith runs it in.
Tony Dungy's gamble paid off as he became the only NFL head coach to defeat all 32 teams. In Week 14, Edgerrin James and the Colts traveled to Tennessee looking for a season sweep of the Titans. With the division lead at stake, James felt right at home in the hostile environment. Mixing maneuverability with muscle, the Edge scored 2 of his team-high 11 touchdowns to put the Colts ahead by 16. Though James put up the points, the incomparable Marvin Harrison provided the play of the day.
Drops the throw, pump fake, looks, airs it out deep downfield, intended for Marvin Harrison. He got it! What a circus catch! Holy mackerel, what a catch by the great one, Marvin Harrison.
One of the great catches of the season.
Got some more for you.
Make that play, baby! That's what I'm talking about!
As they did all year, the men on special teams played solid and without fanfare. But against Tennessee, these unheralded heroes made their biggest contribution, forcing 3 fumbles.
50 seconds to go. 29-27 Colts. McNairn's at his own 30. Gets to the 35, tries to get outside. The Colts hand him in. Fumbled and he gets caught. I think they got it. They're going to win.
Many NFL pretenders had faded with winter's arrival. But the Colts were forging ahead, becoming a complete team with camaraderie at its core.
Hey, it wasn't pretty, but we got it done. W's a W, baby. W's a W.
Yes.
Great job. Win number 10 on the road against a very, very tough team. Enjoy this thing on the flight back and start getting ourselves geared in for 2 home games. Protect our home turf.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got to do that. We got to come back next week better than we were this week.
Beat 'em up, 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 beat 'em up.
The following week, the defense worked its simple plan for stopping Michael Vick to perfection. The Colts sacked the elusive quarterback 4 times, while limiting the Falcons to a paltry 29 net passing yards. Indy's offense had no such difficulty moving the ball through the air. Marvin Harrison and Brandon Stokely each caught a pair of touchdown passes to seal the Colts' 11th victory. In the regular season's final 2 games, the Colts' resilience was pushed to the limit. Just 2 minutes into the Week 16 matchup with Denver, Gary Brackett appeared to put Indianapolis on the way to securing its first AFC South title.
5 touchdown, Gary.
But the Bronco offense took control and handed the Colts their worst loss of the season. Having taken one on the chin, the Colts needed to show their greatest resolve the following week in Houston. Faced with a 14-point fourth-quarter deficit, the division crown hung tenuously in the balance. But as they had done all season, the Colts met this challenge head-on. Touchdowns by James and Stokely wiped out the Texan lead. And in the closing minutes, the Colts mounted a 65-yard drive. Mike Vanderjagt was given a chance to kick an NFL record 41st consecutive field goal.
The ball's down. Vanderjagt's kick is on the way. It is on the way. It is good! It's good! It's good! He's got the record, and the Colts win the AFC South!
The victory gave the Colts momentum heading into the playoffs, where they could prove they had a champion's heart. Since reaching the 1996 AFC Championship game, the Colts had advanced to the playoffs 4 times. On each occasion, they were knocked out in the first round, including a 41-point loss to the Jets last season. This year's challenge was the most daunting yet. To escape their postseason purgatory, the Colts needed to vanquish the Denver Broncos, a team that handily defeated them just 14 days earlier. Running to embrace the moment, the Colts treated their fans to a flawless first half.
Fake to Dominic Rhodes, back to throw, lofts it down the middle. Stokely's got it to 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Brandon Stokely! And the Colts have grabbed an early 6-0 lead.
Well, what a start to the ballgame.
Manning takes the snap, steps up, throws one over the middle. Marvin's got it, the 30, first down. What a throw as pressure was coming. Now he's up and running. He's going to score. Nobody touched him. Let's see, touchdown. 50-yard touchdown play. The Colts lead 13-3.
Peyton Manning guided Indianapolis to scores on all 5 of its first half possessions to build a 31-3 halftime lead.
Snap is to Peyton. Steps up in the pocket, throws downfield. Marvin's got it. Touchdown! Marvin's second of the game. We put the smack down. Manning will fake the entry. James Johnson.
Oh, that's touchdown.
Stokely again. Looks down the middle, throws it to Stokely. He's got it. 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown! 87 yards. Whoa, Doctor. 278 yards on 12 out of 13. 4 touchdowns.
Hey, man, I hope the game don't never end, dog. I want to play forever, man. I hope it don't never end, man. You know what I'm talking about?
On the Colts' first possession of the second half, Manning put the finishing touch on the playoff masterpiece. This touchdown pass to Reggie Wayne secured Manning's perfect quarterback rating and effectually ended the game.
He had a performance of the eons tonight as he wound up throwing 5 touchdown passes.
Boy, you look it up at that scoreboard, 41 points, and it kind of gives you a chill for a second.
Yeah, this is quite a comeback from a year ago. 41-0, the Jets beat the Colts. The Colts turn it around, their first playoff win since 1996. They're heading to Kansas City for a game next Sunday.
A champion come back and redeem themselves. A champion come back and redeem themselves, baby. That's the heart of a champion right there.
Could not be prouder of a group of guys than I'm proud of this whole group. Now, as we said, we didn't come into this thing to win one.
Say that, Coach. Say that.
First playoff victory in Indianapolis, so we know this one's got to go to Jim Irsay.
As I told you always, I was proud of you guys before this game started, and it didn't surprise me to see your effort. I really appreciate this, and like we all said, we want to win a couple more games and get down to Houston and win there, so thanks so much.
Hey, that's what we asked for! That's what we asked for! Let's go and have fun! Have fun! Win on 3! 1, 2, 3!
Having erased all doubts about their ability to win the big game, Manning and his teammates were determined to avoid a letdown in Kansas City. On its first possession, the blistering hot offense picked up right where it left off against Denver.
Throws one over the middle. Stokely's there. Touchdown!
Brandon Stokely's third touchdown of the postseason was just a preview of the offensive fireworks to come. With the offensive line dominating the point of attack, Edger and James consistently exploded into the Chiefs' secondary.
Manning takes the snap, gives Edger off the left side, cuts it up the middle, and gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Edger and James.
On Indy's third drive, Manning got the ball into some unfamiliar fingers.
Back to throw as Peyton loops it out in the flat, caught by Tom Lipinski. His first career touchdown, his first career catch.
Great
Great job.
Lipinski, keep working down the field to get open. They're grabbing, they're holding, they're scared to death. Just keep working them, all right?
In the second half, the Colts receivers continued to stretch the Chiefs' cover men, and Manning continued to find them.
Touchdown to Reggie Wayne, 19 yards.
However, by the fourth quarter, the Colts' lead was down to 7. The edge made certain the Chiefs got no closer. For the second straight game, the Colts did not punt, and James' 125 rushing yards were a major reason why.
He gives to Edger, and he bangs into the middle. Did he get in? The Colts think so. Yes, he did. Touchdown.
James' second touchdown provided the final margin of victory and sent the Colts to the AFC Championship game. But amid the celebration was a feeling that more is left to accomplish.
Now that's Dungy ball.
Dungy ball all the way. Great job, okay? All the way around. We said that's what it was going to take. A lot of guys stepping up, making plays, making it happen. Just fantastic. Let's get dressed, get out of here, and let's leave with some class, huh?
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Colts on 3. 1, 2, 3, Colts.
In 2003, the Indianapolis Colts found their rhythm. It was the rhythm of individuals whose hearts beat in concert for a common purpose. This is a team that will not be satisfied until it lifts the Lombardi Trophy.
We talked about the heart of a champion, right? Staying convinced, no matter what happens, that you're going to get the job done, and then handling adversity when it comes. Realize we got some unfinished business.
In 2004, their champion's heart will beat stronger than ever.
This NFL Films production has been brought to you by the National Football League. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com.